channel, and hello if you're new here, welcome, hi. My name is Boon. If you're new here, please subscribe. Hit the thumbs up, that helps me out loads. I really appreciate it. Like, I really, genuinely appreciate it. I really do, okay? I really do. I just want to say real quick, if the sound is a bit echoey, I do apologise. This mic over here doesn't want to work. It's pissing me off. Like, I'm literally going to throw it across the room. So yeah, I need to sort that out. I do apologise. So yeah. Anyway, so I thought today I would film my new base routine. I switch products in and out all the time. I'm always trying new things, and I like to really try things before I jump on here and be like, buy it, because some things are pricey and I don't want to be like, buy it and it's like works for a couple of weeks and then it starts doing something crazy, you know, because sometimes that can happen. Sometimes you can use a product a couple of times and think, oh my god, it's amazing, and then slowly you'll realize that maybe it's dried your skin out, or you know, there'll be certain things. So anyway, I feel like my base looks so good when I use these products, so that's what I'm gonna do. That's what we're gonna do in this video. So yeah, let me just stop being weird and get on with it. But the first product I'm going to use is the Ole Henriksen Sea Rush Brightening Double Cream as a moisturizer. This is unbelievable. Smells a joke. Like, it smells so good. And yeah, I've gone through like 2 pots of this. It's the best thing ever. So you need it in your life. So I'm going to put some of this on. And on my head. I've got a spot here, spot here, spot here, spot here. I'm loving my life right now, you know. But we move. We move! Next, I'm gonna use the Ole Henriksen Banana Bright Eye Cream. Let me just tell you real quick. If you suffer with dark circles, if you use this product every day for 3 weeks, after 3 weeks, you will notice a huge difference with your under eyes. Your under eyes will be brighter, your life will be just everything, you know? This is so good. The only eye cream that really makes a difference to my under eyes, to be honest. So, I've gone through 2 pots of this. And you know what's crazy is I didn't use it for a while because lockdown happened and I feel like this is really hard to get online. They do it in Boots. But then when I went back to Boots and picked it up like 3 weeks ago, I started using it again. I was like, oh my god, I forgot how much I love this. I'm gonna do my foundation. Listen, when I get this mic to work, I'm gonna start doing ASMR type shit. Like, I'm obsessed with that, by the way. Lauren put me onto that. She falls asleep to it, like with the brushing the hair. Anyway, I'm getting sidetracked, but still. Notice how I always get sidetracked. So for foundation, I'm going to use the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation. I actually forgot, by the way, I did get the wrong shade. I ordered it online and it was way too dark. And it's so annoying because I love this foundation. Anyway, I used to use this years ago and I actually stopped using it because look how small the bottle is. And I used to go through it and it's expensive. And I used to be like, do you know what? No, I'm not buying it anymore. But I gave in the other day when I watched Makeup by Spencer and he did this girl's makeup and he used this foundation and I was like, I need it. So I reordered it, but I guessed my shade online because, like I said to you, I'm paranoid about going outside at the minute. So anyway, I guessed my shade, it's completely wrong, it's way too dark, so I have to mix it. So I mix it with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Luminous Foundation. I just put a little bit of it in because it's lighter, just to change the colour, not because I want to change the formula. Like, if this was my perfect shade, I would literally just use this foundation. But yeah, I'm an idiot. And don't order your foundation shades online. I'm going to use a Sigma foundation brush, which is the F60 brush. I just mixed it on the back of my hand, by the way. And I'm going to just, first of all, paint this on the skin. Paint. I'm in a very weird mood today, if you didn't guess already. I'm just being very weird. Please just ignore me. Still, it's the wrong shade, okay? But I'm going to put very light concealer to brighten it up. Because yeah, I just really love this foundation. If anyone can recommend a shade for me, just from looking at me like this, then please let me know. But I do ideally need to actually just go to fucking Selfridges or wherever they sell this. Yeah, so I kind of just paint my face, you know, just painting out here. Yeah, like I said, it is too dark, but I'm gonna brighten it. I'm gonna take my damp beauty blender. That was a really bad American accent. I'm gonna just put some of the foundation on this beauty blender before I blend out my foundation. No, that was really bad. I'm sorry to my American subscribers. So then I'm gonna blend the foundation in. I'm gonna have to put this all the way down my neck and basically down to my fucking toes because it's the wrong shade. And listen, the foundation was not going to go to waste. You know when I ordered this online, it was the wrong shade. I didn't realise it was the wrong shade until I actually put it on my face. I'd used it and I thought, oh, I can't return it. I can't return it. That's what I'm going to do. Can't waste it. It's expensive. So anyway, I just thought I'm going to have to just use it on there. So, yeah. I'm in a very strange mood. The reason why I will tap my sponge into the foundation on the back of my hand before I apply it is so that this sponge doesn't absorb the foundation that I put on my face. Okay, so next, this product, it is pricey, so I'm going to give you an alternative if you don't want to spend this much money on a product. But this product is amazing. I've never used anything like it. It's the best. This is the Kevin Aucoin, the Sensual Skin Enhancer, in the shade SX04. So I'm going to use this as my concealer under my eyes. This is what it looks like. This gives you the fullest coverage and it does not crease. It's honestly the best concealer that I think I've ever used. So what I like to do is I'm going to take my MAC 242 brush. I'm not sure if they still do this brush. This brush is literally 5 years old. It's been through it. Okay, it's been through it. It's literally like my baby though, because listen, 5 years is the longest I've ever had a relationship, and it's with my makeup brushes. I like to bring this up down the sides of my nose as well, by the way, because I like to do like a reverse contour kind of effect. But this is the best. Like, it's so bomb. So alternatively, obviously this is pricey. My next absolute favourite is a Tarte Shape Tape, and also with this concealer, they have like offers on all the time on the Tarte website. If you order this directly from the Tarte website to the UK, you do not have to pay customs fees when it comes. It's literally the best. Like, I thought that I'd have to pay customs on the Tarte, but you don't. So just order directly from Tarte, and it normally takes about a week and a half to come. Okay, so I'm just gonna put some in the center of my forehead, just to brighten my one. And then I'm gonna go down the bridge of the nose, always down the bridge of the nose, and then a little bit on the chin. Okay, so what you want to do is just leave it for a little bit, just for like a couple minutes, not too long, before you blend it out. I am going to use my Real Technique sponge. This Real Technique sponge is so soft. I feel like they've changed their sponges. Like, I don't even know when they changed them, but they used to be really hard, but this one is literally so soft. It's so good. Way more affordable than a beauty blender, so make sure you get yourself a Real Techniques one. I actually got this off the Pretty Little Thing website. Yeah, Pretty Little Thing on makeup, so. Anyway, so I'm gonna just blend this concealer in. Okay, so I'm not gonna set my under eyes just yet because I'm gonna do cream contour. So for cream contour, I'm gonna use the Makeup Forever HD stick in the shade R530. What I like to do, instead of applying this directly to the skin, which I do sometimes and it ends up a little crazy, I like to use the Morphe M439 brush, and I'm just gonna pick up the product on this brush and then apply it to the skin. It's just way better. Because yeah, like I said, if I just put it directly on the skin, it makes it so much harder to blend out. This is just way better. Contour this big old forehead. And then yeah, I just go under my cheekbone. Again, I'm just literally tapping the product with the brush and then applying it to the skin. I then like to take the flat end of the beauty blender and just go over the whole face, just to make sure everything's blended in. Not directly under my eyes though, but just all over. So for my nose contour, I use the exact same product, the Makeup Forever HD stick, and then I use the 235 contour shader brush from Zoeva, which is an angled fluffy brush like this. I'm going to pick up a little bit of product on this brush, and I'm just going to contour my nose. So I like to go down the front of my nose. Obviously everyone's nose is different, so you can contour your nose depending on how you want it to look. So I'm going to go down the front, just to make it look slimmer, and then I'm going to go just across here, the bridge of the nose, and then I'm also going to contour just under here as well. So basically just keep blending the nose until it's blended in. So I apply the product, and then I feel like if you evenly disperse the product, you can just keep them blending, and it will just keep softening it. If you blend your contour up into your nose, it's going to make your nose look longer, so I don't always like to do that sometimes, but for the most part I just kind of stop like here. So now I'm going to set my under eye. I'm just literally smoothing out the concealer, and I'm going to use the Laura Mercier Loose Translucent Powder. What is new? What is actually new? So you want to go over a little bit first of all. I'm not going to bake straight away. I'm going to just set with a little bit of powder. You kind of want to pull this face, like really stretch your under eye whilst you're applying the powder. So I like to powder like basically my whole face because I like a matte finish, but if you don't, and obviously you don't need to do this step, especially if you have dry skin, then I wouldn't set like your whole face. Okay, so I'm going to bake up the sides of my nose, and then I'm going to bake under my eyes as well. So next I'm going to use bronzer, and I'm going to use Give Me Sun by MAC Cosmetics first, and I'm going to use this BH Cosmetics Studio Pro No. 2 brush. I'm going to apply this first. Not a lot, just a little bit. Just a quick one about the Charlotte Tilbury new airbrush bronzer. I love the formula. I just really don't like these shades. Like, I've got the shade Tan, which looks like this. I'm not a huge fan of the shades, to be honest, but the formula is so good because it's literally feels the same formula as like the airbrush flawless finish powder, which I use all the time. But yeah, I'm not a fan of the shades at all. Okay, so I'm gonna dust this powder off my nose and my under eye. I don't like to bake for too long, I don't think it's necessary. And then I'm gonna spray my face with some spray real quick. This is just a Morphe setting spray. I like to do this like sometimes in between my makeup, especially if I've just applied a powder, because then I really want the powder to soak into the skin, and this really helps to get rid of any excess, for it to soak in, for your skin to look like skin. So before I keep layering powders, I'll do it in between stages, if that makes sense. Because I am going to apply the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Finish powder in just a second. So yeah, I just really want that to soak in. So I'm going to do blush. I'm going to use the Self-Made blush from HMB Cosmetics, which is my brand, my favourite. So I'm just going to apply a little bit of this to the apples of my cheeks. I'm using the same brush I used for bronzer. I like to do that when I bronze, because then I feel like it helps tie everything in, and there's a little bit of bronzer on the brush as well. And then I do like to do just literally the tiniest bit on the end of my nose. Okay, so I'm going to go and finish off my eyes, and then I'll come back and finish off the face, because I like to do my eyes and then do the rest of my face. So I'll be, for you, 2 seconds. I feel like it's going to take me like 15 minutes, but yeah. So I'm back. I just finished off my eye makeup, and I'm going to use the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish Acro Powder. That is such a mouthful. In the shade No. 2. I like to mix now. I always use the shade 2, but I did get shade 1 as well, just if I wanted a really bright under eye. And then I just used this brush from Illamasqua, is that how you say it? Sort of fluffy brush. So I'm just going to apply No. 2 a little bit, Then I might do a bit of number 1 as well, brighten myself up a little bit, but I just press this under the eyes and down the side of my nose. See, I do a little bit of number 2, and then I'm going to do a little bit of number 1 to really brighten. And then again, I'm going to spray my face. This is with the Morphe Mattifying Setting Mist. It smells so good as well, and it's such a fine mist. I really like it. So now the skin is done. I'm going to do lips. I actually got this Out and About Caramel Nude Lip Trio from Morphe. So I want to try it. So you get a lip liner, a lipstick, and a gloss. So I'm going to do like the whole contour vibe. So the lip liner is in the shade Trendsetter. Then I'm going to apply the lipstick, which looks like this. I'm going to blend the lip liner in with the lipstick in just a second, by the way. I'm not going to leave it like that. And then, yeah, I'm going to take the lip liner. I'm going to blend it into the lipstick. I'm going to apply the gloss, which is in the shade Chill. The lipstick's in the shade Boon. And the lip liner is in the shade Trendsetter, if you want to get them separate. Oh, I'm all about a gloss, me. I love a lip gloss. So that is how I get a flawless base at the minute. These are products that I love. Some I've used so many times before, and others are just new ones that I've discovered recently. But I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure to give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Bye everyone!